Good morning, folks. Hope you're all doing fantastic. It is Monday, December the 9th. That's Tuesday, December the 10th for a whole chunk of you folks on the other side of the world. I want to say, hope you're having a fantastic day. And thank you so very much for all being members of Well, I Thought It Was Funny. It is coffee time for me. I'm drinking coffee out of my Well, I Thought It Was Funny mug. Available in the store, but let's keep going. As you can see, I created a new little time waster background video thing based on the old DVD menu, but I replaced the DVD logo with Dorothy the cow and the background with space. That's because I've got too much time and I spend that time trying to waste other people's time. So, hope you enjoy. I sure do. All right, so this morning we are sitting at 457,000 members of the group. We're just about at 460, and that means our race to 500,000 is just about won. I'll be really excited to tell people I've got 500,000 people in our little group, and I'm already excited to tell people we have got 457,000 members, so there's that. All right, yesterday I was talking about the top cities and top countries. Well, we've had a couple of cool things happen. Yesterday, Arlington, Texas hit the top 10 for cities from where our members are from. That's the first time they've reached the top 10. That's fantastic. You folks are sitting at 1,589 members from Arlington, and I'm looking forward to getting more. Let's get you to 2,000. So welcome, Arlington, to the top 10. We're happy to have you here. Speaking of the top 10 cities, now, yesterday, I gave you our top 5 and saw how many Australian cities are in there. They're really well represented in the top 5. Well, you should see how well represented they are in our top 10. We're going to start, I'll read off the top 10 cities so you can see what I'm talking about. And I think this is really cool. So, in number 10 spot, we've got Birmingham, UK. Hello, Birmingham. And then in number 9, we've got Arlington. As I said, welcome, Arlington. First time you folks have been in the top 10. Then in number 8, we've got Sunshine Coast, that's Australia. Number 7, we've got Canberra, also Australia. Number 6, we've got Adelaide, also Australia. Number 5 is Brisbane, Australia. Number 4 is Perth, Australia. Number 3 is New York, and you guys know where you're from. Number 2 is Sydney, Australia. And number 1, Melbourne, Australia. I'm going to keep saying that until somebody tells me to stop. It'll probably be my wife that tells me to stop saying it that way, but number 1 is Melbourne, Australia. Sorry, Paul, if you're out there listening, this is your fault. Well, not really. I just need someone to blame it on. So yeah, I think that's pretty cool. That's 6 spots in our top 10 for our friends from Australia. Australia itself is sitting in the 3rd spot for the most members at 34,395. Now, I believe the reason for being in so many cities being in the top 10 is probably something similar to Canada, where we've got most of our population grouped into a reasonably small number of larger cities, or large cities compared to the rest of the country. Just population density. And I think that's really cool seeing that in the numbers here. Well, welcome to everybody, by the way. It doesn't matter if your city was not in the top 10, if your country wasn't in the top 10. I'm just happy that you're all here. Let's give you the top 10 countries, because I gave you the top 5 yesterday. So we'll go count down from the top 10, work our way down to number 1. So number 10, we've got Kenya, and you're sitting at 3,004 members. Number 9 is Ireland at 3,662 members. And then number 8, we've got New Zealand at 5,107 members. Oh, that's really growing fast, so that's awesome. Then we've got Nigeria at number 7, and they're at 7,278 members. Number 6 is the Philippines at 7,547 members. You folks are really growing fast, and that's fantastic. Then at number 5, we've got South Africa at 9,486. We're not quite at that 95 yet. We're going to be there real soon. And then we're going to work on getting to 10,000 in South Africa. And in Canada, my home country, we are at 25,174. And then in 3rd place, as mentioned, is Australia at 34,395 members. Then in 2nd place, we've got the UK, United Kingdom, at 61,989 members. And then in first place by a wide margin is the United States at 274,530 members. Welcome to everybody around the world. If you're not in the top 10 cities or top 10 countries, you're in the top 10 in my heart, folks. You just rock. Having you here is crazy because, as I mentioned yesterday, I'm the kind of person that likes sitting at home and avoiding crowds, avoiding people. And I'm interacting with over 450,000 people every day, which I think is kind of cool. I think it's really good for me. And I think you folks are bringing out the best of me. So this is making me happy. And I hope I'm able to make you folks happy a little bit with the stuff that we share here. So welcome to everyone around the world. I'm not going to necessarily post the top post today, but there's one that made me laugh because this is a conversation my wife and I have had on several occasions, and this is regarding toilet paper. The post is, I'm not OC, but you can count on me to turn your toilet paper in the correct position. It'll be like right there. It's just a little post, whatever. I saw it last night and it made me laugh because, like I said, this is a conversation my wife and I have a lot. I am the guy who's going to turn it around to the way that I think is the way. And I'm sorry, that's with the paper coming down the front because we're not barbarians. But post made me laugh. Thought I'm just going to share it up there. It was originally posted by Michelle Finnerty, basically our top poster from the beginning. Well, since August till now, she's been our top poster. She's in second place right now, but that's only by a couple of posts, and I expect that Michelle will be right back to first place. Thanks, Michelle. It's a dumb little thing that made me laugh because it's real. And sometimes the smallest things can make you laugh the hardest, and that's one of the things. I laughed ridiculously hard. My wife, Wendy's like, "What's so funny?" And I show it to her. She just shakes her head. Well, she would. I didn't show her this specific one, but I showed her something similar before, and she gets it. Thank you very much, Michelle. Thank you for all your contributions. You're basically our top contributor, always in the top 2, and it is very much appreciated. I thank you to everybody for all your contributions. This site would not have grown as much as it has without your input. There's only so much I can do. There's only so much our mods and admins can do. I do make a few of my own memes and stuff like that, but I do a lot of what I call meme mining from different sources on the web and that to bring them to you. And it's great that you folks can just bring this stuff here and just make our jobs a little bit easier and a little bit more fun and make the group that much better. It's you folks that do it, and it's showing because the growth has been amazing. So thank you, Michelle. That's just hilarious. It made me laugh, and I'm still kind of giggling a little bit. And it's just a small thing, right? It's those small things sometimes that just make you laugh, and that's one of those things that made me laugh pretty hard. So that's why I'm sharing this one. It's not our number one post or anything like that, but right now for me it's the number one post because that's the thing that made me laugh the hardest in the last little bit. Boy, I use a lot of words to say a little bit of things, but that's what I do. So folks, I haven't got much more today. I'm sorry if these things are bored. I want you folks to know that I do want to know your input. What do you want to hear? What do you want to see? I'm also having a tough time coming up with jokes. So if you folks have some jokes that you want to send in, send them in. I will give you credit for where I got the joke from. I promise. Hopefully I'll do the joke justice, but you've seen how I deliver these jokes. They're not great. But speaking of that, I think it is time for some bad jokes. How did the picture end up in jail? It was framed. Hey, want to hear a joke about a house? First one's on the roof. So a guy walks into a bar with his dog. The bartender says, "Hey man, no dogs are allowed in the bar." It says right on the door. He says, "Well, this is no regular dog," says the guy. "This dog can talk." He goes, "Really? If you can prove this dog can talk, he can not only be in here with you, I'll buy your drinks all day." All right. Man turns to the dog and says, "What's on the tree?" "Bark." And the bartender just, "Come on, man, you gotta do better than that." Turns to the dog and goes, "Hey, what's on top of a house?" "Roof." Bartender kicks them both out of there. He's just disgusted. So while they're sitting outside on the sidewalk, the dog turns to the man and goes, "Do you think maybe I should have said like leaves and shingles or something?" Why do French people eat snails? Because they hate fast food. What's America's favorite soda? Minnesota. Never hand Elsa your balloon, because you know she'll let it go. Why should you always knock before opening the refrigerator door? In case there's a salad dressing. Alright folks, once again, those are my bad jokes, and if you stuck through them, thank you. If you've got some jokes you want to send in, please send them in to admin@wellithoughtitwas.com. That link's going to be in the show notes. We're gonna have links to our store and to the Buy Me a Coffee. But if you want to buy me a coffee, you will make my day. Also, if anyone does buy our shirts or coffee cups or anything like that, please post pictures of yourself with them. I'll make sure we post them to the site. Nobody has aside from myself, so that may sound sad, but oh well, that's life. I want you folks to have a fantastic day. I want you all to be safe. I want you to laugh, have fun. Send in your posts. Anything you find funny, send it in, and we're going to get to them as fast as we can. I'm so happy you're all here. All the love, and have a fantastic day. We'll see you again tomorrow.